Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.
One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Getting dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominee a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers. But I ride like I got group times for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been the stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas feel like a tire, down the deep. and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because U.P. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they killing black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. You know why? Even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good break. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many, don't see it. Separated from the tares, now on my prayers and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. U.P.K, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, U.P.K turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boot shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side. Clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth. Cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
Look, man, first time I met Commander General YAHANNA, man, hit 3807.
Rebel without a
My
cause.
little daughter with me. Opened the door, he was dropping the truth on me and all that.
Rebel
He
without
said,
a
yeah,
cause.
man, you know, you do your time. We taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat.
Rebel without a
said,
cause.
oh, yeah.
This the reason I'm
Shine me
alive.
up,
Thank
nigga.
God for this truth. Cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
And you cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You
And all the ones that Timon, you have Hashem Shabbat my sisters. Like you have Hashem Shabbat my brothers. You have Shemala Thab Hashem Shabbat my sisters. Getting ready to get started in the few, man. Get what is good for a few. Understand? If you forgive me for the one, so I know that you forgive me. Yeah.
Shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read where Eve did to Adam. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson. I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jackie. So I war, we gonna run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be too daddy, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the change. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, you don't never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Check, check, check. Come on, sir. Check, check, check. Again, if you just tuning in, Baba Kashai, give me a 1 in the chat so I know that you can hear me. You understand? We'll get ready to rock and roll, man. What's that? So he told me earlier throughout the week he won't go be here for the lecture. He said he's been preparing for that. All right, most on Chris. Put these hater blockers on for these haters on TikTok because you know how they get crazy. Right. So like it, sir, shout out to Awesome Bunker, y'all. He gave them to me, sir. You know what I'm saying? Hope you don't mind. No. Oh, most on crazy. Hey, most on crazy. I feel like I got powered out for real. Most on crazy. So like, let's clap it up. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Thumb to my brothers. Yahweh Shemala Thun by Shem Yahweh to my sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Operating under Commandant General YAHANNA. Right. We are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group, man. And we've been bringing this truth out that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible since 1969, man. A lot of times before, you understand, a lot of us was even born, man. And the thing about this truth, what I've learned is that this truth and your feelings do not mix. You understand? It can give a damn about your feelings, man. And we tell the truth not because you understand as far as your feelings, but we tell the truth to heal you, right? The truth is like medicine. If you get to taking your medicine, boy, that thing it's disgusting, it's nasty. But when you take it, well, you feel like you can breathe better. You understand? You feel like you can go run a mile. You understand? You just feel better when you hear the truth. And that's, again, when it comes to this medicine. Because, again, when you take your medicine, you feel better. You understand? So like I said, we've been established since 1969, man. Tonight is the law class, man. You understand? It's Wednesday night. So, in the tradition of what we do is we go over things pertinent to the law. We go over, you understand, just, things that we wouldn't know if you were taught in a Christian church. You're not going to know. Why? Because the Christian church is a bunch of damn liars, man. We've been taught so many things so wrong, you understand? And it's to the point now where we are, like Zaya said yesterday, we are those whistleblowers, you understand? So we are blowing that whistle and alarming our people and telling them that these things that you've been taught, you have to wash it all off your mind, man. Wash it off your brain. Because guess what? The Lord has sent his true priests and prophets out the Lord to get his people, man. You understand? We've been commanded by our king to go into the highways and the byways and compel our people to come in. You understand? And that's what we do, especially on Saturdays. You understand? And we do that through examples of living our life right. We do that through examples of teaching our people. You understand? Because Christ did it so well because, you understand, he was made like a man. You understand? It said it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. You understand? And that's so heavy because you think about it. Christ in the flesh was perfect, man. He was perfect. And he kept the law, statutes, and commandments. And he let us know that we could be perfect. Because you think about it. If we knew that Christ was just supposedly immaculate conception, like they say, and you understand he was born of how they say he was born, then he's showing us being perfect, it wouldn't relate to us. Because it's like, again, you a whole angel and you perfect. It's easy for you to do so. But it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. His brethren are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because he is also of the 12 tribes of Israel. So if you just tuning in, right, you understand, I got my topic up there, man. I have the oppressor is the devil the Bible speak of, man.
That's right.
You understand? And we're going to get into it tonight all the way because y'all on this TikTok has inspired me to definitely bring this out because they always say we so infatuated with the oppressor and white society. You understand? But which is real funny, Adawan. They're more fascinated with us than we are with them. We always mind our business, just like Black Wall Street. And what they do, they destroyed it. You understand? Because they couldn't stand to see black folks doing good, which is why we call the oppressor the devil the Bible speak of. Now, before y'all go crazy, go ahead.
I was about to say that infatuation that they had with our society,
Mhm.
the things that we did as Black, Hispanics, Native Indian,
Right.
they were so infatuated that they took it and made it their own.
Good night. That's right.
You understand?
Sir.
So we talk about rulership. We see how they did it, but we gonna do it serving the Lord, man.
Most
High
High
Christ. Come.
That's Most High Christ. That's so right, sir. And that's exactly what we do, man. You understand? It's like we've been called culture vultures, Power Rangers. Man, keep them coming. You understand? Like he said, I ain't got enough haters. I want some more. You understand? Because Christ had plenty of them too. You understand? So Christ even said, "Marvel not if the world hated you. Know ye that the world hated me first, and they're gonna hate you for doing the work that I did, man." Roughly paraphrasing. So even with that being said, man, it's just like, y'all can say all y'all want to, man, but we're gonna continue doing the work of the Lord, man. If I could, I don't want Baba Kashah. Can I get the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 25, man? You understand? We're gonna break this thing all the way down, man, but we're gonna get some context on, you understand, the topic of the night. Because one thing, like you said, when we say that white society is the devil the Bible speak of, well, they look at us like we got a unicorn on our forehead. But we're not saying nothing that's not right in front of your face. Because guess what? Whenever we say that, you should know exactly what we talk about because you know exactly what happened when it came to Peyton Drenjon whenever he shot up that market. You understand? You should know exactly what we talk about when we say the oppressor is the devil the Bible speak of when you think of Dylan Storm Roof. You understand? When you think of George Floyd, you understand what happened to George Floyd, which is Officer Chauvin. You understand? These are things that happen to us that should show us that they are the devil the Bible speak of, man. Because guess what? The devil comes to what? Kill, steal, and destroy, man. And they've done that to us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because we don't follow our true power. You understand? So, with that being said, that's going to segue me into this scripture because we follow something different than what we actually supposed to follow. And we're going to break it down in the scriptures tonight, man. If you could, on one Bible Kashan.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25.
Go ahead.
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Now, that's a great question. You understand that Paul is proposed to the readers on that's reading. You understand? He's asking a great question. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? So now we know, first off, there's no lie or there's no guile when it comes to Yahweh Shah, so like the Most High or Yahweh Shah. You understand? So somebody had to get these record books and change the truth. And that's what happens when you hear people say God loves everybody. That's what happened when you hear them say, oh, well, you're supposed to teach the people after you learn the truth and bring everybody into the fold. That's nowhere in the scriptures. You can't eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster because guess what? That pork is that other white meat. That's changing the truth into a lie, man. You understand? We've been lied to all our lives, man. It's time for us to start hearing the truth. But you know what? It's crazy because whenever you hear a lie so many times, so much, you start believing that it is the truth. So then when you finally hear the truth, you're like, nah, brother, that ain't what my Bible says. But it's exactly what your Bible says, though. Right. But your Bible has been taught to you in the eyes of the oppressor. Because guess what? The brother that teaches that Christian church, he was taught by a theologian school. You understand? So again, you're still being taught these lies. They've changed the truth into a lies in so many ways, man. Keep going on the one if you could, Bob.
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator?
Ooh, and worship and serve. So not only did you worship, right? Because you worship, you all hail and you do this and that. And you can tell that our people worship that creator. It's like that creature, you understand? When I say the creature, we're talking about something that was created. The creator is what created the creature. So even with that being said, they worshiped, you understand, the creature. Think about this. When you go into grandma's house, what's the first thing you see on that wall? It's hanging high. Serge Bourdieu. That's the creator, you understand? Or the creature. You understand? He's not the creator. Because first off, Cesar Borgia is nothing but an oppressor. You understand? He is not Christ. And if we do, like, I heard many priests and prophets of the Lord doing the I.S.U.P.K. If we go and run it down with playing baseball, y'all know it's 3 strikes, you out, right? You understand? If we go into Revelations 1 and we show these different things that they say, you understand, that Christ looked like. It says he had hair of wool. Okay. So with Cesar Borgia, he has stringy dog hair. That's strike 1. He has eyes of red, like they was burnt, so like eyes of red, you understand? Which is of course because he drank wine. That you don't see that in the Cesar Borgia. That's strike 2. And they say he had skin that was bronze, and as it was burnt in the fire, man. And that brother was, like I was Zion said, he was blue black. You understand? So even with that being said, he done struck out. So who is this devil that's sitting on our grandmother's wall that they worship? You understand? And this is the problem that we don't realize. Whenever we tell them the truth, we again go back to what I just said. It's like you tell them the truth and you like, nah, that's my Jesus right there. You ain't gonna be talking about my Jesus, and you better not say you're gonna take it off the wall, boy. You about to have to fight grandma. Grandma A, she about to go to tooth and nail for that oppressor. You understand? That devil. You understand? But when you tell her that Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah, she gonna look at you like, what? Nah, that ain't not my Jesus, not my God. Yes, it's in the Bible. That's again why we say this truth was changed into a lie, and we worshiped and served the creature. You understand? Were you about to say something? Oh, so like it says, and then like when it comes to serving the creature, you understand? We do that when we celebrate our birthdays. We do that when we celebrate Thanksgiving, when we celebrate all these pagan holidays, because we're serving them and not our God and not our power, man. You understand? We've been brought into this hell we call America. You understand? To serve a sentence for our disobedience, and we supposed to get the hell up out of here. But just like when we got brought up out of Egypt, you understand? It's like we starting to enjoy it and be so accustomed to being a homeborn slave, man. That's you serving the creator. It's like the creator. It's like the creature. You understand? And it's the problem is, man, you think about any good father, right? If he has his son, and with his son, you understand, he say, son, I need you to do this and that, say, yes, sir. And he come back and the father come back and he's not doing nothing. The son's not doing nothing that the father said to do. The father gonna look at him like, what the heck? What are you doing? Oh yeah, man. Mr. Johnny over there, he told me to do this and this and that. What? Hold up. First off, this is my house. You understand? So why in the hell are you even listening to what he got to say? That's just like Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today when it comes to what the Most High told us to do. We're sitting here doing everything that Mr. Johnny said, meaning keeping these things that are not of the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Sleeping with these different nations. Eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. We can't say that enough. Celebrating all these pagan holidays. And the Most High is like, I did not tell y'all to do that, man. So therefore, if you're going to be disobedient, you're going to be punished, man. You understand? But again, he's using the oppressor, the devil, the Bible speak of, to show forth that. So again, we're gonna keep doing it, showing you tonight again who it is. So like I said, drop that Bible Kashah. Give me Romans 13 and 11. You understand? Because again, like I said, it's something we gotta realize as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Have you ever looked in the mirror and recognized that Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we are the greatest people on this earth, right? And with us being the greatest people on this earth, it got to be some type of reason or something that's backing us up to have us that way. Now, yes, we champion in every type of wickedness there is. You understand? But whenever we do follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, good night. Just looking around at the I.S.U.P.K of all the righteousness that goes on here, man, you find out that, all the skills that we have, amongst us as Israel. And even y'all will find out, April the 1st, you understand? I think it's going to be either Thursday or Friday. Commander General YAHANNA will be going to Stagville, you understand, the Stagville plantation. And you will see how back in the day during slavery, man, we was engineers, man. I'm talking about intelligent as can be, because even when you see how those things are built, they use this bricks with no mortar. They had the wood built with no nails, man. But Esau felt like he's got a greater technology when he used those specific said things that I said. But that shows you, man, that we are very intelligent people. And again, Esau could never do what we could do, man, ever. And that's a reason for that, man. If you could, I don't want to go ahead, Baba Kasha.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Oh, so and that knowing the time, and like I love to say this is like a black man speaking, man. How about sir? What's going on with you? Wild, sir. It says that knowing the time, you understand? So it's like you said, man, you know what time it is, man. And that knowing the time, that now, not yesterday, you understand? Not last year, now. It is high time to wake up out of sleep. You understand? For it's like that now it's high time to wake up out of sleep. For now, it's like if you could keep going a while. Romans 13 and 11.
Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11.
Go ahead.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now, it did say everybody's salvation, not just our, right? It said everybody, I think.
Salakia. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
So again, if God loved everybody, why did it say our? Who is the our? That our is talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you knew and understood what salvation means, it means to be saved from something, right? Who are the only people on this earth today that needs to be saved? That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And we need to be saved specifically from this oppressor, the devil the Bible speak of, man. You understand? And we're going to get into it. You know, if you could, out of one Bible Kashan, whenever you get set up, sir, you know, I'm going to keep running my mouth, but if you get set up, I want to look up, sir, right? In the etymology, if I could, Baba Kashan, we're going to look up devil, right? I was doing a little, you know, research and looking this up, you know, and it's like, good night. Like, I see how much of a tool the etymology can be, you know, online. So again, if y'all don't know what it is, it's called the etymology. You know, you type it in, you know, you'll see it look like a, I don't know, look like some type of lion or something like that. So like, but it's very good, you know, how about sir? It's very good as far as getting the understanding of different words, right? You understand? And we're gonna get also out of that while he getting that, I'm gonna get it out of the Merriam-Webster as well. You understand? Because I want y'all to understand something. Like you said, when we say devil, there's an actual connotation to it and a reason why we say it. We're not just speaking, you understand, for our own health. You understand? There's a reason exactly why they says it. And Christ, Christ did say it, but the Most High said it too. We're going to get it out of scriptures too as well. If you could, out of one, when you get it. Devil, sir. The etymology of devil, Baba Kasha. Khan. It's going to show like, let me see. I'm getting there with you too. Because again, man, you know, it's like, we're going to read the top part, and I'm going to show you where to like jump down to. Which one did you want? You can start. Is it? Oh, it say devil. You see the devil where it say now. The top one. You type in devil in the etymology, and then you see the noun. Sir, but that is one of the things that we're gonna get into though. Con, sir. Let's see what he got for. Scroll down a little bit. That's the beginning of it. That's exactly what I'm going into. This one right here. Con. If you could click on that top right there, sir. That little blue. Go down just a little bit, right? So like go down one more. You con. Con, sir. Most High in Christ. Now again, pay attention to what we said, because we said the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? And we said talking about white society, man. Those red-looking people, or how they say them clear-looking people, whatever connotation you use about them, you know what we're talking about, them rednecks, whatever. You understand? DJ Trump and his people. That's what we talk about, right? So again, you know, if you could run that down for me, out of one, top part.
Devil is a noun. Old English deophal. A devil, a subordinate evil spirit.
Okay, so if I could real quick, Most High in Christ. A subordinate evil spirit. So we know when it comes to being insubordinate, right? That means you're not following what somebody that's ahead of you is supposed to be doing. You understand? So now you think about this, right? Let's go back into it, you understand, the Garden of Eden. When it came to Cain and Abel, right? Cain was very subordinate to the Most High. And he even had a smart damn mouth, because Christ, so like the Most High said, where's your brother? He said, am I my brother's keeper? And he did not obey the law, statutes, and commandments. So he was being subordinate. And spirit is just something that represents who you are. You understand? Keep going on one, Bob, sir.
A subordinate evil spirit afflicting humans.
Do what?
Afflicting humans.
Ain't that what the oppressor do to us today? He afflict us day in and day out with these damn laws that they set for us, with a damn slavery. We don't call it a job. It's a slavery. You understand? Because we working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. That's afflicting the hell out of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. We go through hell, and which is why we say America is hell for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. But again, now has it said yet that devil is a red man with a pitchfork and horns on his head? I haven't read that yet. I don't know. Okay, Most High in Christ. I'm just making sure I ain't tripping because the Christian church says that, sir. If you could jump down, it says start at the late Latin word is from ecclesiastical Greek, Baba Kashar.
Sorry, Christ. The late Latin word is from ecclesiastical Greek, diabolos.
So we know and when it comes to that, you understand Latin and Greek Latin is a form of Spanish, or Spanish is a form of Latin. You understand? Because whenever they talk about the oppressor, they say devil is diablo. You understand? So even if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me, I.S.U.P.K writes, you understand, diabolos is more so talking about devils or in plural. You understand? Keep going on the one, Barbara Kashar.
Which in Jewish and Christian use was the devil, Satan, and which in general use meant accuser, slanderer.
Oh, accuser and slanderer. What does you know what? That's so perfect because what does Karen do all the time when she sees us? She accuses us, man. She slanders us, man. I mean, look at what Margaret Sanger did. Oh, we Ottawa. I wish I could show them that picture. You understand? She's standing at a KKK, a Ku Klux Klan rally. And she said, if I could, sir, that's the picture right there. Oh, it's a lie. I was about to say, I forget what the saying she said. Khan, because she was talking about how, we basically killing each other is better than them coming out to kill us and doing these, or Salakia. Abortion, Khan, because she started eugenics plans, but it was something that it say, man. Like I said, y'all see these kelp signs, Lord willing, you know what I'm talking about. But again, it's showing you these slanderers, these accusers, man. This is what they doing to us, man. This is the form of a person doing this. So again, this is supposed to be someone, the devil is supposed to be someone that lives underground. Why is it not saying this here? And the etymology is going into the most rarest form of the word. Because if you look up the word, what ology is the study of, then eti, if I'm not mistaken, is words. So the study of words. So again, it's showing you what the word devil means, man. If you could, I don't want to go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and I'm gonna get there with you again. Because like I said, it's just different, again, we're gonna use that all night tonight if I could, Officer Zion, the whistleblowers, you understand? Like, because that's so heavy of, an example of what we're doing for our people, you understand? And even if you think about it, just even with those two words, blowing a whistle or whistle blowing, you understand, you become alert to things around you whenever you hear a whistle. I don't know, y'all might not have played football. I know y'all in here probably have, or basketball. But you hear that whistle, coach needs to get your attention for something, man. So whenever you hear us blowing that trumpet, or you hear our mouths on Saturday or Monday through Sunday, we're blowing the whistle to get your attention for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. To warn you about the evil and the hell that's going to befall of us. It will behoove you to listen, man. So if you could, I don't want, give me, go down the Merriam-Webster dictionary for devil. And go to number 4, Barbara Kashar. Slaki, number 3.
This is devil in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, number 3. An extremely wicked person.
Extremely what?
Wicked person.
But I thought it was supposed to be a red, a red guy, or whatever, that lives on the ground. What?
Wicked, extremely wicked person.
An extremely wicked person. Who is the most extreme, wickedest person on this earth? Right. You know what I'm saying? Captain Cottons, I said something that was so heavy in one of his lyrics. He said, they sent us to jail for graffiti, but they carved their faces in the mountains, man. That's wicked as hell, man. The things that they tell us not to do, they do even at a more higher scale, man. You understand? They crack and gave us crack in the 80s, you understand, and doing all these things like that. But again, whenever they thinking about how they gonna, throw down Israel, they probably hitting a few lines their damn self. You understand? They say, you're not supposed to smoke weed, but good night. I know, what is it? Not Abraham Lincoln. What's the one that said, I did not have sex with that white? Bill Clinton, he was blowing it down in the White House. You understand? But again, this shows you, this is why we call them the devil the Bible speak of, man, because they're the deceivers. They lied to us, and they continue doing these things. They slander us, they accuse us, and they are extremely wicked people, man. Keep going, Baba Kashar. Oh, Salakia, jump down to Salakia. All right, one more. Jump down to 4, Comic Con. Jump down to 4.
Merriam-Webster Dictionary of devil, number 4, a person of notable energy, recklessness, and dashing spirit.
Hit that also if I could, Baba Kashah.
Which one?
Also.
No. Also, one who is mischievous.
Oh, mischievous. If I could get a book of Proverbs 29:2. It says also one that is mischievous. I mean, good night. I shouldn't have to break that down. You know what mischievous means. Like, meaning everything that you think about it, everything that you do and fathom, it's all mischievous. It's all wicked. It's all something to cause hell to somebody else, man. Esau's whole life, a whole mean of being, is to figure out how in the hell he can make hell for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. That's why they go into them damn thinking tanks and all these things like that, so they can think about you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to figure out, you know what? How can I destroy these people? You know what? I'm gonna take the black man out of their household. If you want to get on food stamps, matter of fact, go get rid of that black man that's in your household. Matter of fact, I'm gonna push that. You know what? You can be non-binary. So now your kids can say, I'm not he or she, I'm them or they. Or you can change who you are, and now you can be a part of the alphabet group, the LGBTQ This is the things that they do, and this is why we say that they are the devil the Bible speaks of. I cannot say that enough, man. You understand? Now, you should know by now what the word devil means, and we're going to bring it out of the scriptures to show you also how they've done that to us as well. If you could, Adawan Baba Kashan.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority.
Right. So meaning when the righteous are in authority, we know what authority is. I mean, you have that rulership. You understand? You give the orders over a people. So when the righteous are in authority, keep going.
The people rejoice.
The people rejoice. So where in the hell are we rejoicing at? If the righteous was in authority, and as they say, these fake Jews that's over in Israel, they're supposed to be the righteous ones, but they can't even be okay amongst each other. They're supposed to be righteous. They fighting over oil and all these things like that. Let's not talk about Russia and Ukraine. You understand? Because they're the same people as well. It says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. I have not yet heard no rejoicing, especially not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right. Instead, we're sitting here thinking of ways that we can coincide with America. Instead of doing the greatest thing that we could ever do is rebel against America and follow the law, statutes, and commandments and follow the Lord, man. You understand? Keep going, Baba Kashan.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Like you said, but when the people beareth rule, and you see how you understand, King Solomon was so poetic with his words. He said, when the wicked beareth rule, the wicked, if they're bearing rule or if they're at that authority over you, it's like something that is hard to bear. You understand? Something that you bear. It's like if I got something on my back, I can only bear it if it's, to where I can hold it up. But if it keeps holding me down, I can't bear it. So that's the same thing when it comes to this, when it says when the wicked beareth rule. Keep going.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Nah, they happy?
The people mourn.
Oh, man, the people mourn. That sounds like Black Lives Matter to me. Oh, go ahead. I don't want to
That's so heavy, too, because, when it says the righteous authority, people rejoice. We don't rejoice for nothing. But we rejoice over like little teeny, what we think are victories. Like when OJ got acquitted. Right. We were in the street partying and dancing over something sinister and stupid as that.
That's right.
Because we're so deprived of anything worth rejoicing.
That's right.
We get just a peak of a victory. Black people just, dance and celebrate. It's amazing. That's why sports is, with boxing back in the days when it was Sonny Liston or Joe Frazier or Joe Louis would beat somebody. Black people listened to it on the radio, and we were so deprived of anything worth celebrating that small little victories make us rejoice. But on a grand scale, we have nothing to rejoice about.
That's right. That's so heavy. And give him a hand, man. Most High in Christ. And that's so true. What the hell do we have to rejoice for? And that's, again, why it says that it's high time for us to wake up out of sleep, because our salvation is near when we believe. You understand? If you didn't believe that Christ was going to return anytime, you better believe it now. You understand? Because guess what? We are in mourning. You understand? And there's plenty of scriptures that shows you that. Jeremiah, 14:2, Judah mourning and the gates thereof languish, man. We are in mourning because one, our gates, which is those people that are supposed to provide that security, which is your Christian pastors, you know, who we put our trust in, the politicians who we put our trust in, and they will never have the, you know, empathy or sympathy or compassion for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. But again, even with these wicked devils that are bearing the rule, we're mourning, man. You understand? And it's like, when you read through these scriptures, you hear about Israel, what Israel befell, what happened to Israel. You understand? You know, and it even says that, you know, thou art rich. You understand? Or I know thy ways and thy tribulations. You understand? So what tribulations is the Jewish man going through? Think about that, man. And even like I brought it out last Friday, when it comes to Jewish, for some odd reason, we think that when we hear Jewish, it's actually talking about the actual Jews. But if I say I'm going to work at 8:30-ish, I know damn well I'm not going to be there at 8:30 on the dot. I'm somewhere around there. That's the same thing when it comes to the term ish when it's behind Jewish. But again, because we have been told so many lies, we don't believe the truth. So now when this fake Jew come to you saying that he is the Jew, you believe it, man. You understand? Drop that out of one. Give me the book of First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 34, man. You understand? We're going to keep getting it out of the scriptures, man, showing you again who this devil is, man. You understand? Because like I said, I used to think it was something crazy myself. So I understand whenever I first heard it. You know, I heard brothers on the street corners and, you know, saying, you know, like, oh, man, like, what are these brothers talking about? They said, what? They said, hold up, that Christ is a black man? The Jews are black? You understand? Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible, and the devil is so like the oppressor white society is the devil the Bible speak of? I'm like, hold up, well, I got to go check into that because something ain't right. Because that is not what the Christian pastor told me Sunday just passed. He was talking about, brother, you're supposed to love everybody. You're supposed to give them an open hand and get, man, it's all gayness. You understand? Which is crazy to me because it's like we're supposed to love them so openly, but they hate us even more openly. So why would I love the people that can't stand me? Just because of the color of my skin, man. It was a video that, you understand, that I seen. And this woman, she's a devil. She's an oppressor. It was a brother that was working, what was it, Lowe's out of one? The video, you said she was working at Lowe's. He was working at Lowe's, and she got about to get a delivery from Lowe's. And this oppressor says she didn't want a black man to deliver to her out of one. Can you imagine that? You understand? But you know what? I'm not even mad at her. Why I'm mad is because we'll fight tooth and nail, like, nah, it should be okay for him to be able to deliver to her. For what? The Lord said to separate yourselves. So she's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing, being a perfect devil. Go ahead, Ottawa.
And Salaki too. And in that video, listen, check this out. And in the video, right? Not only did the company it's just like the company actually supported the decision. They were like, well, she don't want you there. Come on back. You understand? Right. So the company said it was okay for her to do it. And here go the catch. So the interviewer said, you know what, we got to find this woman. Let's go and have an interview with her. Right. So they go and have an interview with her, Kawal. And they say, well, ma'am, did this happen? She said, it sure did. Yep. Prideful. Yeah. She said, it sure did. Right. She said, do you think and the interviewer said, well, do you think anything wrong with that? She said, no.
Not at all. Not at all.
And guess what? The interviewer didn't correct her.
The show did.
Did nobody try to correct her?
Right.
They just took whatever she said. But did nobody trade with God is all love. Right. Did nobody hit her with that, did he?
That's right.
Did nobody hit her with the blood of Jesus?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Kawakan.
Huh? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Good night.
And then the company said, well, we're going to send out an apology letter to him. You know.
And what the hell is that supposed to do?
Nothing. This man that worked for you. And I guess they're going to go with the customer's always right, Kawal?
Oh, my goodness. I can't stand that saying, first off. Because if the customer's always, go ahead, I don't want.
Now, the add one, I was going to say, imagine how evil you have to be. If a devil delivers something to my house, you serve it. I don't care like that. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Any other, you know.
Right.
Good boy. Good job.
Right.
But you're so hateful. She don't even want to see a black face. Segregation was much needed.
That's right.
We could have our own side of town, our own makeshift Lowe's, whatever it's called, and you won't ever have to see a black face again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like honest devils like that.
Right.
Like honest devils, I respect how they feel because I feel the exact same way.
Damn right.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's these fake Christians in the middle I can't stand.
Good. You better
She's
say
not
something.
the problem.
Right.
It's the pastor.
Right.
It's the I got black friends, bro. It's that guy I don't
like.
like. Because when he goes home, it's the nigger jokes are flowing.
That's it.
It's all over the Thanksgiving table.
That's
Who
right.
got the funniest nigger joke gets a free shot.
Mm.
So I know for a fact devils like that, I respect them. But why? Not in a humanistic way I respect them, but the consciousness of they love their own people and hate us. They want to separate from us. And there's nothing wrong with loving your own people.
Right.
Maybe we need to take a chip off that cracker that she's
I'm
she
trying
had
to
for
tell
breakfast.
y'all, that's so heavy, man. Give yourselves a hand. Good night. You understand? And that's so true and so heavy. Like, if we had that same energy that devil, that she devil did, we would be a whole lot better than we was today. Because guess what? I wouldn't worry about the oppressor. I would lean on my brother. I would lean on my sister, man. But again, we fight tooth and nail. No, man. She, it's always, we say the oppressors, the devil, the Bible speaks. And well, it's some oppressors that's cool, man. You can't just say all of them. Now, again, I say this saying all the time too. Muhammad Ali said, if there's 1,000 snakes coming at me, right? We got this door right here in the Fayetteville, and I'm running from these snakes, and I get to this door. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what? I'm going to pick through these snakes and see which one not going to bite me or which one is not evil and let them on in the door. I'm going to close the damn door on every last one of them, man. For what? Why would I? Because first off, the more you pick through these damn snakes, the more you're going to get bit. And you're going to find that one poisonous snake that's going to bite the mess out of you and unalive you, man. That's the oppressor today. You can't tell whatever the oppressor, you understand which one is good and which one not. They all bad to me. Because one, they benefiting off the damn blood, sweat, and tears of my ancestors, man. And then they have the audacity to say that we racist. They have the audacity to say that we the culture vultures. Man, you ever seen an oppressor wear anything we wear and look as good as we do in it? Hell no. And they won't, man. They wear them curly hair with that crazy looking hat. I mean, come on, man. But like y'all said, that's so heavy and so true. Again, she was prideful in her wickedness and her not accepting this brother. You understand it? Even so, if I cut out onto the story, there's a oppressor. He was so cut, it was so wrong for her to say that. And she shouldn't have said that because that's just not what we do. Man, shut your ass up, Salakia. Shut your behind up. Because at the same time, as soon as you get from behind them cameras, you're like, yeah, I can't stand that Negro too. The scripture says, never trust thine enemy, for sure as iron rusted, sure as his wickedness, man. Yeah, you go. You understand? Shouldn't have been on that side of town. It's always our fault. Go ahead, Ottawa.
No, Salakia, but can you blame her though?
La.
I don't blame her at all. She drew her line in the sand. She understands what side of the fence she plays on.
Right.
It's crazy because my rib, she works in healthcare and she does staffing.
Come.
And oftentimes, the families, they have a preference. They don't want a black caregiver if it's a white family often. And this is the thing that trips me out. Sometimes the black families don't want black caregivers.
That's the crazy part to me too. Like,
and I always ask her, I said, are they religious? Are they like real staunch Christians? And she always say yes.
They always gonna be.
Connect those dots.
Right.
Salakia.
No, you so heavy. And if I could real quick, I was talking to my, the brother at the slave today, and he asked me, he's like, hey, who is Cesar Borgia? Which is funny because I was like, dang, I just brought that up yesterday in class. You know what I'm saying? And I ran it down and told him who he was. He's like, oh, he said, because, he dating, this oppressor too. Lord be with him. But anyway, he said the son came to him and was like, hey, do y'all know another name for Jesus? He's like, nah, what's the name? He thought he was gonna say Jesus or so because it was somebody named Jesus in the class. He was like, it's called his other name is Cesar Borgia. I said, what? I said, why would they? I said, why is she even teaching that in the damn school? Like, you understand? This ain't no Christian church or anything like that. Like, it makes no sense. But even with that being said, she's lying to him, man. Right. You understand? Because that's not the name of Jesus. First off, Jesus ain't even his damn name. It's Yahweh Shai. You understand? But we say these things because if we continue to speak in Hebrew and say these things to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they're going to look at us like, who in the hell are you talking about? Who is this brother you speak of? Is he even a brother? So we have to say yes. We say Christ. We say Jesus. You understand? And you got these fake Israelites, brother. The letter J was first added to the the alphabet in the late 1600s. Okay, no sweat. So why do you still say John? Why do you still say Jonathan? It's always the Jesus. You understand? But then, I mean, here we go. But going back to it, man. So Salakia, man, drop that other one. So why we said, man. Oh, you could First Maccabees 3:48, Baba Kasha. Come on, sir.
It's the book of First Maccabees, Slakia, chapter 3 and verse 48.
Go ahead.
And laid open the book of the law.
And laid open the book of the law.
Wherein the heathen had sought out to paint the likeness of their images.
Oh, and I always love to bring this up because I feel like this is the perfect example for this, right? If y'all ever see this show, you understand, it's with Richard Pryor. I don't know if it's a show or it might be a movie or something. It's a show coming, Most on Christ. It's Richard Pryor. He's a black man, of course. Y'all know who Richard Pryor is, man. You understand? The brother was with 3 oppressors, 3 devils. You understand? They walked into this cave. And what happened was when they walked into the cave, Richard Pryor got hold of a book. I'm going to hold this book up. Because this is what he got hold of. He got hold of this book. And I'm talking about as big as all out can be. You understand? And when he opened it, he said, oh, man, this looks like some ancient records. And the oppressors, they sitting around them, so they not know what's going on. And he turned the page. He said, oh, man, they black. Hold up. He kept turning the page. He said, everybody black in here. What? Oh, I got to get this out to everybody. I got to let everybody know. The oppressors is sitting behind them. This is what they do. This is why we call them the devil the Bible speak of. They sitting behind the brother while he's glorying, like basking in the glory of this ancient record showing that kings, you understand, and princesses were black. You understand? The most powerfulest book on this earth showing that the people in it and the people that wrote it are black. These oppressors are sitting behind him like, hey, we can't let that get out. They just are whispering, oh, man, we got to go. Matter of fact, let's leave. Now, you think about that. Let's bring that to the day. Now, and long story short, they left and they closed the door on the cave on this brother. They closed him in there, you understand? Left him to die. And that's exactly what the oppressor does to us when they tell us God loves everybody. That's what the oppressor does to us when they say that you're supposed to, forgive your enemy or love your enemy. Turn the other cheek. They took our record book and they used our own medicine against us. Do you think? I'm too wild over here. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's like, if I got to go back to that oppressor, that she-devil, man. Because like I said, man, she is a perfect example of the spirit that Israel should have towards every other nation. If you're not a part of those 12 tribes of Israel, then you should have the same spirit, the same feelings toward everybody outside of those 12 tribes, man. To hell with them. You understand? And if you think about it, we all over the earth. Good night. What do we need with a devil? Yeah, we're gonna slave with him and this and that, no sweat, but that's it. And it's to the point where I don't even like smiling in their face no more. Don't play with me, man. I ain't got time for it. Because that's what you want to see. You want to see what they say, all 32? Or it is 30. Okay, most of I was about to say, I thought that. You understand? You want to see all 32 because now you know, yeah, I got me a good Negro here. A good slave. He gonna be laughing at me and he gonna do this and that. But you got that stern brother that he get the laughing. Yeah, man, it's a good day today. You go, You need something? Yeah, man, I just wanted to come see how you doing. I'm good. You need something else? Keep it stern with him, man. Anybody got time for that? I came here to do my job. You understand? So I can get my money, pay my bills, and go to hell home. This is my real job, though. You understand? To hell with that slavery, because can come and go. You understand? Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ. Read that from the top again, Baba Kashad, sir.
Come on. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought out to paint the likeness of their images.
And that's so heavy, man, because you think about it now, like when you go into the Christian church, when you go into the Muslim, it's like the Roman Catholic Church, you understand, these Greek cathedrals, whatever it is. It says, and laid open the book of the law. This is the book of the law. You understand, the King James Version Bible. You understand, they even got so many different versions of the Bible, but this is the unadulterated truth right here, the 1611 King James Version Bible. So the book of the law is again the Bible. It says, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. How did they do that? They did that by giving us the white Caesar Borgia. You understand? The oppressor. So even so, now, like I said earlier, whenever you go into your grandma's house, she got that picture hanging up there. And she's what? Going back to what we said, she's serving and worshiping the creator. It's like the I don't know why I can't say that word right. The creature more than the creator. You understand? She's doing these things to please this guy, which is a lowercase g. And you think about it, whenever she say, now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. It's a white, it's like an oppressor that she's seeing. She's not seeing no black man with an afro, you understand? With some swag about himself. She's seeing a dog stringy blonde-haired devil, man, with blue eyes, man. And there's a picture on Facebook. I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but it shows each different, nationalities. You understand? You got the Asians, it shows their God. It has, the Africans, it shows their God. I can't remember the nationalities, but I'm showing you paint the picture. You understand? It has, whoever else that's the nationality has their God, and it looks just like them. But then you come down to a Negro, and it's the oppressor. That's your God. That's your Jesus, right? Yeah, and he confused, like, hold up, something ain't right. Even so, with the experiment of the little young sister, they show two baby dolls. There's an oppressor baby doll, and there's a black baby doll. And they sitting right in front of her. And they ask her the question, which one of these baby dolls do you think are a good baby doll? She points to the oppressor. He said, okay, well, which one of these baby dolls you think is bad? She points to the black baby doll. She said, which one of these baby dolls would you, if it was a real person, would you like to hang with? She points to the damn oppressor, man. We've been destroyed. And we, like you said, even going back to what you said with the slave out of one, it's like even our people will suggest an oppressor over us. I mean, good night. If that ain't a devil that's doing that work, I don't know who is. But they want to call us get the boot kiss the devil's work. Ooh, not. Ooh, we. Yeah, this dad dropped that out of why. Give me the book of Salakia. Give me the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, Baba Kashar. You understand? Because again, man, it's like when it comes to this knowledge, understanding the truth of these scriptures, man. You understand? I've heard so many people, man. It's now that's your interpretation or that's your truth. Hell no, that's just the truth. Period. It ain't my truth. You understand? It's the truth of the Bible. But you know what the problem is? It was put in the wrong hands and taught by the wrong people to show us. How the hell? This is my thing, though, right? You think about it. I got two examples real quick. So when it comes to, you understand, letter or mail, right? Now, America says if you reading someone else's mail, oh, go ahead, Adon.
Salakia, you said something so heavy.
Most iron crazy.
When you saying how the hell we gonna learn from the oppressor, our culture, right? The thing that is in the Bible.
Right.
You go to any other culture, you look at any other culture, you look at China, man.
Right.
Well, what's their main religion?
Good night.
What they do? Buddhism?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Do they got no oppressor teaching them how to do Buddhism?
Sir.
They don't, right? When you talk about Islam, right? You now I know the NOI got their own little version, whatever they think they doing, a bunch of lies, right? But you go across that water, you look at Islam. Who teaching Islam?
The same people that they worship.
Yeah, no, they people is teaching them their religion. So why is it that when we talk about our culture and what we're supposed our God,
right?
Why are we going to the same? Why are we going to the oppressor for our God in our service?
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
Anybody ever question just out the blue? You understand?
Just
out the blue.
Right.
You know, and every time you see an oppressor going into another land trying to teach them, it's always a conflict.
Right.
It's always a conflict until the oppressor drop bombs on them. And then everybody are Christians after that.
Right.
You understand? That's how he roll. You know? You as a child, the best teacher that's going to be for a child is that child's father.
That's right.
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 I don't give a damn what type of a lesson anybody else can teach, but the best teacher of that child going to be that child's father.
Right.
Why? Because it's his own flesh and blood.
That's right.
It knows. It's like a thing that you enable. What's the word? Innately have, Baba Shaw? Yeah. Like you just got that connection that almost like, that's my blood.
Right.
That's my seed.
That's right.
So we talk about our King Yahweh Shai
right.
and our Lord Yahweh. We're his children.
That's right.
All right. So he innately knows each and every nook and cranny of everything that has to do with the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Not the oppressor.
Right. And that's so heavy. Give him a hand. Good night. Oh, that's so heavy. And that's example, for example, Salaki, that's exactly why we say a black man should not be sleeping with Becky. That's exactly why we say a daughter of Zion should not be sleeping with Tom, man. You understand? Because they will never understand our struggle or what we go through, man. We could be talking about something that happened to the slave, and she be looking at us like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, because she don't go through that, man. She don't feel that pain that we feel day in and day out. The fear we feel that we step out of our house and may not come back or make it home to our family because of the color of our skin, man. Go ahead with that scripture you could, Baba Kashar, sir.
Come on, God. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any means. That go that word devil, just in disguise. Because the word devil means deceiver, which is he is a liar, and he's deceived the whole world. So it's letting you know, Black, Spanish, and Native Indian, let no man deceive you. But guess what? We've been so deceived when it comes to that Christian church. Like Zion said, we've been deceived by getting taught by the very people that can't stand us. You think about it, right? They enslaved us during slavery, and they supposedly taught us the Bible. Well, not supposedly, they taught us the Bible, right? If they gave us food that was detrimental to our health, if they beat us, beat our backs in, you understand, if they did these things to us, why would they give us any good religion or belief? It's going to be just as disgusting as the food that they fed us with, man. Right. If I could, real quick sidebar, that's how you know these people are devils, man. I never forget, I ain't going to speak the brother's name, you know, but he brought out a class a while ago, and I'll never forget this. This joint stuck with me, man. And it's like, I think the Most High that he said they're going to get paid double what they did to us. But he said this oppressor lady during slavery, you understand, she done grabbed her sister's baby. And when she grabbed that baby, she had a rocking chair that she sat in, right? So she's rocking, right? Now imagine this rocking chair. Now y'all know how the rocking chair, the part of the rocking chair looks. She put that baby's head under that rocking chair, and she got the rocking. Now you know what comes from there. She rocked back, crunch, rocked back some more, crunch, and she made the mother of that child watch that. Who in the hell, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, could even fathom or think about something so cruel to do to somebody? That's why we call them the devil the Bible speaks of. If I get this book, man, I'll put it on my page. But good night. I'm talking about, man, I was so distraught. I almost had to leave the school that night because I was just so disgusted and so angry about what they did to us, man. And she was okay with it. She was happy with it, man. You talking about the people that used to, you know, do gay acts to us as far as, you know, via buck breaking. That's disgusting, man. Right. This is why we call them the devil the Bible speak of. So like it says, let no man deceive you by any means, man. You're not supposed to be deceived at all, man. It don't matter what it is. Keep going.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
So that falling away, man, hey, Hey, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, because we falling away from the goddamn Christian church every day. You understand? If you a Christian pastor and you listening on, you need to fall away from that church. Matter of fact, don't fall away from it. This is what you do. You come down to Commander General YAHANNA or find a general or a captain or officer, and you give them damn keys. And we're going to show you what to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians through the leadership of a true leader and our King Yahweh Shah. You understand? Right. But it's like you said, that falling away, man. It's been so many people falling away from the Christian church, man. But again, we got to continue doing the work because it's not a lot of people hasn't really fall away. I was Kawal, you said something that was so heavy last class you taught, man. You know, they talk, you know, that junk about the I.S.U.P.K when we had that prophecy about 2000. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, what you said was so heavy because if that prophecy was right, now during the year of 2000, the wicked Negro I was at a smoke session, and like I said, Salaki, not I, but that Negro, he was. You understand that wicked brother that died? Yeah, not lie, Salaki. Oh man, right. About the defense of wickedness, yeah, all kind. But you know the brother, like I said, the brother that I used to be was doing all manner of wickedness. So during that time, if that was really true, good night. The Lord would not have had mercy on me. Ooh-wee. I'm talking about what I was Yanazar say he would have brought scunion to her brother. You understand? So it's good that didn't happen because it allowed brothers that didn't really have the faith to leave the truth and other brothers to come into the truth, man. Right. Now you're looking at Captain Zaria, you understand? Captain Katazar, Captain Nayatha, man. You understand? You looking at brothers like that, man, in warlike apparel that's doing this work, man. So that was actually grace and mercy that the Lord did. And he tested the faith of the brothers that was already here, and they failed, man. So they fell away too. Keep going, Adawan, if you could.
For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Oh, so we already know who that man of sin is. That's the oppressor. The son of perdition, you understand? He's caused so much hell. Again, he's an accuser. He's a slanderer. He's caused so much hell to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Keep going, Adawan, Baba Kashar.
Come. Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
So we know, again, there it go, who served and worship the creator, it's like the creature more than the creator. So now we know who that creature is, which is the oppressor, that man of sin, the son of perdition, which is the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, who opposes, meaning he's opposite of what the Lord told us to do, opposite of the truth, and exalted himself above that is called the Most High, man. He says that who gonna bring me down to the ground? You understand? They do these things and that's why they so damn prideful, man, because they feel like they are exalted above the Most High, man. Keep going, Baba Kashab.
Or that is worshipped,
right?
So that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
I mean, that's point simple, man. That should show you right there exactly who it's talking about. You understand? And real quick sidebar, I know I keep doing this sidebar. I had a devil last night, like also I was teaching. He shared Revelation 2:9 and Revelation 3:9. And I said, funny thing is that you're not talking about us, because it says, it says basically, you understand, that they profess themselves to be Jews that are not. You understand? And it's telling you, that these are people that's on the earth that's saying that they're Jews. Now, at one point in time, we didn't even know what the hell a Jew was. So how could that be us? This scriptures have been out before then. So, like I said, it's just like, they always want to put that judgment on us, or profess themselves to be God and do these things like that. You understand? And what Donald Trump even started a space force, like he about to really fight against the Most High. I mean, good night. What kind of crazy mess is that, man? But like they said, they sit in that temple, man, and they showing themselves to be the Most High because they really trying to play the part of God, man. You understand? Drop that on the one. Give me the book of Proverbs 11 and 21, Baba Kasha. Proverbs 11 and 21. If y'all got any questions thus far, man, put them in the group chat. You understand? We'll get to them.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
No, it says though hand join in hand. Now, when you think about it, we're not talking about no gay mess. You know, when you walking with hand in hand like Barney, I love you, you. No, we ain't doing all that. It says though hand join in hand, so your hand performs an action, right? So for example, when it say though hand join in hand, meaning I'm coincided with America. How I coincide with America is I do the things that America tells me to do. I hate my brother because America said so. Right. I go to church on Sunday because America said so. I celebrate all these pagan holidays because America said so. And you know what? I was talking to my brother, you know, staying at the slave, and I said, you know what's funny? I said, us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? We celebrate holidays that is at the cost of our demise. You think about Thanksgiving. That was the destruction of our Gadite brothers and sisters, man. Right. And we celebrate it. And we make an excuse, man, you know, I don't never get the time to see my family and this and that. That's the only time I get off. Man, the hell with all that. And no, we're not saying the hell with family, but the hell with your damn excuse. We ain't trying to hear it, man. You understand? But everything that America is about, they celebrate the destruction of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now, on the flip side, guess what? The Most High gives us holidays to celebrate. Just like the Feast of Purim, that was when we triumphed over that devil Haman, you understand? Or that heathen Haman, you understand? When we get ready to go down to Raleigh, North Carolina Convention Center, you understand? April 1st, you understand? 500 South Salisbury Street, Raleigh, North Carolina Convention Center. We're getting ready to celebrate the triumphant over these filthy, disgusting Africans, man. When we was brought up out of Egypt, the Most High told us, you understand, to commemorate these days, that he showed us his mighty power over our enemies. He fought for us, but we want to turn our back on him and worship the creature more than the creator. We want to do these things that's unbeneficial to us, but very beneficial to them. You make the oppressor so rich on Valentine's Day. Just with what, 25 cents, $1, $2, $3 a card. I don't know what it is now. You understand? But just spending that, you make them rich. We're not going to forget about the bears and all that. You know what I mean? Good night. So again, when it comes to that, man, as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we have joined hand in hand with the wicked, and you're not going to go unpunished. But there's a way that you can get up out of this. Keep going with that other one.
Okay. But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Now, the seed of the righteous. Now, you know, when you go in the word seed, it means sperm. You understand? When you're coming out of the loins of a certain nationality or a certain bloodline. That seed of the righteous is talking about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now, the way that you're going to be delivered is if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You be obedient to the Most High. Because, again, we know the scripture says obedience is better than sacrifice. And we also know the wages of sin is death. So if you continue sinning and you continue joining hand in hand with America, you're gonna perish. You understand? You're gonna perish with America. So it behooves us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, to get into this truth, man, to get into all Black if you're a brother, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, to get in modest apparel if you're a sister, man, and learn this truth under the true priests and prophets of the Lord. Because there's only one group of people that is that, and that's the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. Most High in Christ, man. Jot that out of one. Give me the book of Habakkuk 2 and 12, Baba Kasha. I knew you about to say something, by the way. The book of Habakkuk. Well, I tell you, I couldn't say that word to save my life before I got it here. Go ahead, Adawan.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12.
Go ahead.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him. Now, the word woe means destruction. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Now, you think about this, right? I just told you how America celebrates the demise and the destruction of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So you think about it, right? When it comes to Thanksgiving, Christopher Columbus came over to the land where, you understand, the Native Indians were, our Gadite brothers. And he came over here, and his whole intent was he knew that there was a people here. You understand? And the things that he was, fathoming and imagining was to how to throw these people down or how to take over them. So much so, what he wrote was to King Ferdinand and Queen Elizabeth, saying that these people are such, a wonderful people, and they would, roughly paraphrasing, said that they would make good slaves, man. He wrote that in a letter to these two people. So again, that this devil, you understand, this oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. And like it says, he established a city with blood. That's exactly how they established America, with blood. Because they destroyed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and they built America off our blood, sweat, and tears, man. You understand? Keep going, Ottawa. And also, like, what's it? Andrew Jackson. Let's not forget about him. You understand, that pushed out, our Native Indian brothers off these to the reservations with the Trail of Tears, man. We're not gonna forget about that. Keep going, Ottawa.
Come. And establish a city by iniquity.
And established a city by iniquity. Good night. We know iniquity is sin, man. Everything that they have done has gone against the very being of our power, of our king. So much so that they even painted the likeness of themselves as to be them in the scriptures. They built this city with iniquity, man. Everything that they do, like you said, like I said, they go all over the world and they bomb them to piss when people don't want to listen or obey what they got to say, and now they Christians. They've established this city with iniquity, man. And this iniquity has built up so much that it's done reached into the heavens. So you imagine how pissed off the Most High really is, man. Good night, man. You understand? So, like, you drop that out of one. Give me the book of Malachi 1 and 1, Baba Kashaf. You understand? These people has built America with the iniquity, man. Like, and again, we know iniquity is sin, man. And they've sinned against the Most High. Now you're gonna have these simple-minded people saying, "Oh well, see, you said that you supposed to only be the ones that follow law, statutes, and commandments." Now they can break a law or they can sin against the Most High by doing what they did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Because we are the Most High's children. You understand? Keep going. Oh, go ahead with that scripture.
Malachi 1:1.
Come.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi.
So we know Malachi was a priest and prophet of the Lord. And it says the burden of the word of the Lord. You understand? So again, this is something heavy that this brother has on him, that he has to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And he's telling us from the Most High. Keep going.
I have loved you, saith the Most High.
So now we see he's telling already with what we just read, this little bit. Malachi is speaking to Israel, which are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And even in the next scripture, it says, I have loved you. So if Malachi is giving a message to Israel, now that means that Israel is the only people there. Where's everybody else in this sentence or in this message that Malachi is giving? But we're told that God loves everybody. He just said to Malachi, and of course, y'all know these funky behind Christians are going to be like, well, brother, that's that old way. We get in a new way. We can show you that too. You understand? But with that being said, like he said, I have loved you. Now he's going to further expound on what he's talking about. Keep going, sir.
Okay. Wherein, Slakia, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
And that's just like black folks. Most I said, I loved you. And here you go, talking about some, you love me. Where you love me at? Huh? You as soon as we came out of Egypt, Moses left us, and he left us lonely, and we was strange in this area. How you loved us? You understand? And then you got our people today. Good night. They be like, well, if God loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, why are we going through so much hell? Why are we going through this? Why are we going through that? Have you ever looked in the damn mirror and figured out you the damn why? If you would listen to what thus said the Lord, you would understand that's why. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's punishing you for being disobedient as a good father would. I'm not going to reward you for saying, oh, I'm not going to listen to you, or being disrespectful to you, or even blaspheming, which is, shout out to General Hyman. He said that, blaspheming is like disrespect, what did he say? I can't think.
He said basically blaspheming is, blaspheming the Holy Spirit, meaning basically you saying something that giving Satan the credit for something the Most High done.
So like the word I was looking for is an insult. That's what he said, and that's why I say that was so heavy what he said, because I thought about that too. Like that's exactly what our people do. They insult the very being of the Most High when they worship these oppressors, man. When they do these things that the oppressor tells us to do instead of worshiping the Most High, man. Keep going on the one.
Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
So now Malachi's asking a question. Look, so I told you I loved you, right? Now, if you don't know who this is, like it says, was not Esau's Jacob's brother. Esau, so like Jacob, is the progenitor of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Esau is the progenitor of the oppressor, white society. You understand? So he's also showing you a distinction, a clear distinction, a clear separation of these people and them. You understand what I didn't say? Us and them. You understand? So like you said, wherein has thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Keep going.
Yet I love Jacob.
Yet I love Jacob. Now I'm letting you know Esau was Jacob's brother. So he didn't say I love Jacob and Esau. He just said, yet I love Jacob. I just told you who Jacob was. Keep going.
Verse 3. And I hated Esau.
No, he what?
Hated Esau.
No, he had a very good like for him.
I hated Esau.
He had a disdain.
I hated Esau.
He hated Esau. So again, and we know when it comes to hate, it's talking about a separation. You understand? Because you're going to try to say that we are a hate group or we racist and all these this and that. But you got to understand this. This is the Bible, man. Yes, right. This is the Lord's words, not our words, man. And this is what the Lord told Malachi to tell Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who were Israel. He said, I hated Esau. I couldn't stand him. I mean, you think about it like he has a right to, because Esau, you understand, which is also like Cain had the spirit of Esau, you understand? And you think about it, Cain had a smart mouth, man. He was real fresh with the Lord. So, I mean, good night. He got every right to, you understand? Because I'm the most high power. And you sitting here talking about something, am I my brother's keeper? Good night. Go ahead, Adon.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Keep going. So we know they lost their power at one point in time. You understand? They was in the caves and dwelling in the caves of Georgia. Well, I always say this wrong. Georgia, Russia, of the Caucasus Mountains, which is why they can't stand when we call them Caucasians. I bet you can't. But then you tell us to go back to Africa, which is not our hometown or our homeland. But when we call you a Caucasian, we remind you of who you truly are, which is, I notice when a person get older, they get to walking like a hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, we see what's going on. You're going back into your true state of who you truly are. That's what it is. Keep going, Adawan, Baba Kashar.
Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
I mean, we are poor, man.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
Now, if y'all know anything about history, you understand, like they said, this is the time when they was in, the caves, when they said we are impoverished, and but we will return and build the desolate places. And when they return and build those desolate places, this is what we would call the Renaissance period. You understand? Which is, Renaissance means rebirth, because they was reborn into power. You understand? So, and also, you think about it, would you look at that? That's when Caesar Borgia was given to our people. You understand? So now they said we are going to build. Now listen to what the Most High said. Keep going.
Thus saith the Most High of hosts, they shall build.
Yeah, they're going to build. I'm going to let you do what you're going to do. Yeah, no sweat. Keep building. Build as high as you can. And which is, again, why you see these skyscrapers, because that reminds Esau of these caves that they used to live in, man. You understand? But yeah, go ahead. The Most High said, do your thing. Build. Keep going.
But I will throw down.
I'm going to throw down every building you think that's going to stand against me. I'm going to throw it down. And you see, that's how you know this is a Negro speaking, man. Because when we say we going to fight, we like, man, they throwing down over there, man. You understand? So that's showing you, like the Most High said, I'm going to throw every building down. Go ahead and build. But as soon as you think you established, I'm going to throw down. America, I got news for you. You done built all these things and established the city with blood. But the Most High is going to throw down with thermonuclear warfare, man. You understand? Keep going, Adawan.
and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Most High hath indignation forever.
Now, help me understand something, Madawine. It says they should call them the border of wickedness. Now, we know a border is where two things meet, right? So if they're the border of wickedness, you understand, this is where they reside, in wickedness. Now, we showed you earlier, the word devil means an extremely wicked person. This scripture says that they are the border of wickedness. But not only that, these people, the people who are Esau, is who the Most High has an indignation forever. An indignation is a righteous anger. He's pissed the hell off with these oppressors, man. But for some odd reason, we're not mad enough. So much so that we want them to go to heaven with us. And what makes no sense to me is like, we living in hell, and when we go to heaven, we want to live with them so they can do the same thing that they're doing to us in hell. I mean, make it make sense, man. A good night. Like, it is. I don't want to drop that. Give me the book of Job 9-24, Baba Kashar. How in the world we talking about some, man, when we go to heaven, man, everything gonna be all good. And I can't even think of the old, church hymns, but good night. They're so depressing, man, when you really think about them. And they really so docile, man, because it's like, we glorify and, singing these songs and all this and that, but it's like, that's not what the priests and prophets of the Lord did, man. You understand? David, yeah, he played he played the harp, but David was a warrior, man. And he knew who his people was. And he fought for his people. He even told that 50 disgusted David Goliath, he said, how is this uncircumcised heathen gonna stand against the Most High? You understand? Like, he knew what was up, man. It's time for you as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to do the same. We got to figure out what's up, man. If not, we're going to perish with America, man, because our hand is joined with America. Go ahead when you get it out of one.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Now, we just showed you in 1 Maccabees 3:48, where it says, first off, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Again, that hand is the works of somebody. You understand? And we showed you who the wicked was Esau, because he's even known as the border of wickedness in the scriptures. The earth is given into the hands of the wickedness, or the wicked. You understand? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. How he covered the faces of the judges thereof? He showed us that the angels was them, or they looked just like them. And it's crazy because this is how you know that they're a child molester and disgusting, because all these angels are naked babies. What in the world? You understand? Then also he covered the face of the judges thereof, because he covered our king, a black man from the tribe of Judah, and gave us Caesar Borgia. Then said that his father, who Caesar Borgia's father is, was actually Alexander the Pope VI. You understand? But they said that, they cover his face because they're making him, you understand, God, basically. So again, that's how he covered the faces of the judges thereof. And if you know anything about the word judge, it just means one that has that authority over a people. And then, like it says, if not, where and who is he? So if these are not the oppressors, if these are not the devil the Bible speaks of, who else would be? I'm just trying to understand and figure it out, man. Who else would be, man? Drop that out of one. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes 12:10, man. Who would be? Because again, I ain't seen no I'm about to say Japhites, I might not know who that is, but I haven't seen no, Africans, or I haven't seen no Asians, or you understand, I haven't seen no Hawaiians take, you understand, the Most High, or take Christ and paint the likeness of themselves. I haven't seen them say, you know what? This is the Polynesian God right here. Everybody's supposed to serve the Polynesian God. I ain't seen that. But I have seen what the oppressor said, that Caesar Borgia is your Jesus. I have seen that. I have seen that they said that all the angels is oppressors. And it's so crazy, man. I forgot the brother who was bringing it out in the camp. He said, the oppressor is everybody on the earth but himself. He the last Mohicans. He Moses. You understand? He the last samurai, the first samurai. Where the hell is he going to be himself? That's how you know he's a devil, man. He don't even want to be himself because he know all these bad connotations he have on him, man. I mean, good night. Go ahead and read that when you get a chance, Baba Kashar.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Nah, sometimes.
Never trust thine enemy.
Maybe.
Never trust thy enemy.
Some ways.
Never trust thy enemy.
Never trust thine enemy, man. Who is our enemy? The ones that we were sold to in the slavery. We were sold into our enemies. So that means that the oppressor, white society, the devil the Bible speak of, is our enemies, whom we are to never trust. Keep going.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
So you think about this, like you said, I love this example, man. You know, I learned this from, a priest and prophet of the Lord in here. It says, for sure as his iron, for sure as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, right? So with that being said, you know how you had a toolbox sitting in the shed, you understand, and maybe a tool might fall out and you done forgot about it, you ain't hear it fall. And it get rain and rain and rain, it rain on. Now, when it's first you see it, it's shiny, it's silver as can be. Stainless steel, if I may, you understand? But then if it get to sit over time, over an amount of years, it get to rusting. Now, like you said, for sure as iron rusted, iron will rust if you don't take care of it, if you don't clean it, or if you don't keep it in a proper area. You understand? So for sure as iron, for like as iron rusted, meaning iron is going to rust. So it says, so is his wickedness. The oppressor is going to be wicked no matter what. He's going to always show his wickedness, man. No matter how much he smile in your face, no matter how much he say, brother, come on, man, let's go fishing. He's going to show his wickedness. Always, man. So like it's showing you, you know that iron going to rust it. You should know damn well that the oppressor is wicked as hell, man. The most high in Christ, man. Barakatah Yahweh Shah, man. Keep going out of one, Baba Kashar.
Go Khan. Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching.
So like I said, though he humble himself, and when you humble, you're very polite and things like that. And it says he go crouching. So you crouch, you go far, you remove yourself from somebody, or you crouching like you tuck tail. So though he humble himself and go crouching, keep going.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Man, take good heed. When you take good heed of something, you paying attention and you beware of him, you are aware of your surroundings. You're aware of him. You understand? Because again, this wickedness is going to come forth sooner or later. Just because he's crouching, he's being nice, he's humbling himself, that wickedness is going to come forth. And you better be ready when it do. Because if you do the same thing and you tuck tail, or you get to crouching and you humble yourself to him, and now that means, guess what? If you've done these things, you've given him that trust that he's looking for. Because as soon as you let your guard down, boom, he got you. But it says, never trust thine enemy. That's the problem with us today. We always trust our enemy in anything we do. Good night. We put so much trust in what the oppressor with Joe Biden. We started calling him Moneybag Joe because he was giving us the stimulus check. They couldn't stand him at one point in time because he was calling us roaches and this and that. But as soon as he said, I'm going to give y'all this $1,400 and keep y'all, do y'all thing with it, which ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Some people rent money is $1,400. What the hell is that? But then again, when they did it, boy, hey, this Moneybag Joe. You understand? Matter of fact, he's invited to the cookout. Now you done let your guard down. Now let's see what. Oh, go ahead, Otto. Go ahead.
Remember Negroes on Twitter would put a fade on them, an earring.
Yeah, man. Oh man, good night. They had them with the waves and that. Oh, come on, man. That's crazy. No other nation does this for us, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. That's funny. Go ahead, Otto. That's scripture, Baba Kashar.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. So again, a looking glass would be like a mirror or a window, right? Mm-hmm. That mirror or that window can get real foggy sometimes. You understand? It might be cold or something. You can't really see. But you take that good old Windex. Take your paper towel or newspaper. I know back in the day they used to do newspaper. You understand? Whatever it is to wipe that thing, wipe it down. And then now you can see clearly of his wickedness, man. Go ahead, Adam.
And Salaki, you also got to think about the looking glass was also used, like back then they used, like you ever seen like a ship and they see a piece of land coming up that they Yeah, telescope kind
Oh,
of. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at this, they put that glass, like the long thing out, so you can be magnified for what you're seeing. You understand? So when you look down at the oppressor, you really begin to take a good look at him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With the truth, it gives you a magnification. What you call that? A magnifier.
Right.
You get a magnified look at the oppressor. A good up and close, real good look at him.
Right.
You understand? So then you got to take that glass and wipe that glass off.
Oh, that's heavy. Oh, let me add on to that, because that's heavy. Like you said, so after you done wipe that glass off, you've magnified and see his wickedness. So now again, I knew good and damn well it was coming. I knew that wickedness was getting ready to show forth, and there it is. Plain as day, because I've wiped that looking glass off. What it's also, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You understand? So now his wickedness is showing forth. But I'm expecting it, and I know it. Go ahead, I don't want Baba Kashar.
And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
There you go. There you go. You might try to, wipe all this rust off, and you might clean it up real good. But guess what? You let that tool sit down again, and it's going to rust again. That's the same thing if you let your guard down with the oppressor. He might seem like he cool and this and that, and he laid back. Man, Tom all right, man, Tom thinking as soon as he get to the house, yeah, I done got him where I want him, baby. As soon as I get to work, I'm going to get him. Yeah. He think we cool. I can't stand that Negro. I can't stand him, man. Baby, when I get to the job tomorrow, I'm going to find a way. As soon as they come to work, I'm going to get him fired. That's exactly what they do, man. They worry about us more than we'll ever worry about them, man. Their whole being of life is dedicated around our destruction, man. If we was not amongst them, they'd damn probably seize up and die. All right, good night, because they ain't got nothing to live for no more. Drop that out of mine. Give me the book of so like drop down to Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16, Baba Cut. So like
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 16.
Go ahead. An
enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
So we know who the enemy is, man. You understand? Like I said, he speaks sweet. It's like he's speaking sweetly with his lips, man. I'm gonna give y'all the stimulus check, man. You understand? And it's crazy because even Joe Biden said, "You ain't black if you don't vote for me." You understand? He thought he was saying something to a black person. They be like, "You know what? You're right. Damn, I gotta show that I'm black, so I'm gonna go vote." And what I was telling y'all to say, they parade around with that little circle thing that says "I voted." You understand? And they feel good about it. He's speaking sweetly with his lips. He say, "You know what? I'm gonna give you 40 acres and a mule." He's speaking sweetly with his lips and say that, we're gonna do these things all for you, black man, Hispanic man. Even the enemy, we're gonna talk about that disgusting, 44th President Obama. He said, "I'm gonna give y'all hope, man. I'm gonna do all these things for black people and ain't do a damn thing for us." And then we find out he's not even our people. They speak sweetly with their lips, because you ever heard they say it's like good, sweet music to my ears, man. Speaking sweet nothings. That's what they doing, man. And it's crazy because you think about that. It's sweet, but it ain't going to provide nothing for you. Keep going on one, Baba Kashar.
But in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Now, imagine that. I just said that. That's exactly what Tom going to do to you the next day you go to work. He gonna figure out a way to set a trap for you to fall right up in it. You understand? That's all he's thinking about. He's speaking sweetly with his lips. So yeah, he done crouched down. He done humbled himself. And now he's speaking nice, man. Dang, brother, man, you a great worker, brother. Man, every time I come to work, man, you here before me, man. You doing your job, man. Let you come in the next day 5 minutes late. Oh yeah, you see, we can't have that, sir. We're gonna write you up. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and terminate you because I had somebody anyway that was getting ready to hire. Yeah, I what's gonna happen. Good night. And as soon as you do something wrong, there you go. He got you, man. So again, like it says, but in his heart, he imagining how to throw you into a pit. Keep going.
He will weep with his eyes.
He gonna cry like, I want sympathy for you, brother. Hey, we all going through this together. Hey, I'm going through hell together. What they say? Abraham said, who else you know that went through slavery? The Irish. To hell with the Irish. You understand? They ain't come over here on cargo slave ships. Matter of fact, the Irishes are the policemen today. So again, they always, speaking sweetly with their lips. And then, like he said, when it comes to that, he will weep with his eyes, man. I'm going through the same thing, man. Yes, Black Lives Matter. You right, they do matter, man. But then they also, go ahead. I ain't gonna say it yet. Go ahead, Alwan.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Now, if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. So you think about this. As soon as that opportunity transpires, he gritting his teeth and rubbing his hands together. Yes, sir. This is it. I get to show my wickedness now, boy. And I'm going to do exactly what the Most High told me to do, is be a perfect devil, man. You understand? And see, this is the thing about it. Like, when it comes to that, you think about it. When we had the Black Lives Rally, they were setting up guns and bricks in the alleys so that we could use them. Go ahead, Ottawa. I see you got something.
Y'all ever heard of the joke about the snake and the frog? You never heard the joke about the snake and the frog?
I don't think so.
Now that was a frog on the bank, right? And the frog, a frog know how to jump on the log to get across the river, right?
Right.
So the frog was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and cross this river." But guess what? A snake comes up and says, "Hey, I know you know how to jump on the." From the bank to bank. I know you know how to jump on the log. So the snake says, how about let me get on your back? You know what I'm saying? So you can carry me over because I know you know how to jump over, from lily pad in the log. The frog says what? I'm not gonna put you on my back because you're gonna what? Bite me.
Right.
The snake said, I'm not gonna bite you. If I bite you, you know what I'm saying? We both gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The frog said, you know what? You might have a point. The frog says, get on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
man.
The frog done jumped 2 times. He said, I guess I got a good snake. So the frog jump again. He said, all right, I guess all snakes ain't the same. So he jumped that last time and that snake bit him. He said, wait a minute, we about to drown. I thought you said you were going to bite me. He said, you know I was a snake when you put me on your back.
Right. Oh, man. Kawakai. Once a snake, always a snake.
Always a snake.
Always a snake. Good night. Kawakai. I heard a story like that. You understand? It was, yeah, Kawakai. Right. That's right. And that's so heavy. And that's exactly that story right there is an example of how Black folks, Hispanic folks, and Native Indian folks treat the oppressor. They speak sweetly with their lips. Yeah, man, let's get over to, I'm going to make sure we get over here. I'm going to get on your back, man. And you know what's so crazy? That's another thing we don't realize. They using us to do all the damn work. The frog had to do everything, but the damn snake just sat there on his back like it was I'm going for a free ride, man. And that's exactly what the oppressor does. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as he got further down, that frog the first time, he was alert still. He's like, man, damn, this motherfucker ain't bit me yet. All right, cool. I'm gonna go a couple more. He still ain't bit me. All right, forget it now. It's whatever. Right. And as soon as he let his guard down, boom, he chomped right on me. That's exactly what the oppressor does to us today, man. Which is, again, why we say the oppressor is the devil the Bible speak of, man. We cannot space Most High in Christ. We cannot say that enough, man. Most High in Christ. That's a heavy story right there. I'm about to tell my son that when he get older, though. Read the next scripture out of one Bible show.
Come on, verse 17. If adversary come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Now, you think about this. I can't think of the devil that was walking around with the assault rifle. What's his name? I don't want doing the protest.
Oh, the little Adam, the white boy that shot with the little white boy.
I can't think of his name.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
There you go, Kyle Rittenhouse. He's a perfect example of these different scriptures right here, right? So it says, adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. He gonna get there before everybody. He done smelt the adversity in the air, and now he's there. He's there. Yeah, I'm in the midst of this. Now again, when it says that he will not be satisfied with blood, right? He shot, I think it was a brother or something, he shot somebody. And then, like it says, going back up to it, says he will weep with his eyes. If you see Kyle Rittenhouse in the Rittenhouse in the courthouse, he was just yeah, I didn't really mean to do it. But he's sitting here walking around with the gun. And it's crazy because he walked up to the cops with that assault rifle. And they didn't do a damn thing to him. They didn't lock him up.
He didn't even live in that town. Remember?
He did live in that town. Right, that's right. You understand? That's the same thing that happened with Peyton John. You understand? He prepared these things for them. And he wasn't satisfied with blood. He continued shooting people down, man. That's the oppressor today, man. Keep going. Finish all that scripture, Baba.
Come. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. I'm going to get one more after that. We're going to get up out of here. So like he says, man, though he pretend to help thee, the whole time he's thinking of how he can undermine you. You understand? Undermine you, meaning you might think of something, and as soon as you think of it, I'm like, nah, that ain't what we're going to do. You know, it was a good idea and everything, but we're going to do something else. Go ahead with that scripture.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21.
Go ahead.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Now, it sounds like what we just read in Ecclesiasticus. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Boy, he said some smooth joint. Like, he said it so smooth. He was like, damn, you might be right, Tom. You know what? All right, you ain't so bad after all. Man, you know what? You can come on to the cookout, man. You understand? It's all good. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Keep going.
But war was in his heart.
Meaning he was thinking about war the entire time. He was speaking those smooth words like butter. He's like, yeah, man. That matter of fact, that was the art of his war, his warcraft or his craftiness. I'll use that. That was what he was doing the entire time, was to figure out how he can let you get your guards down and then overtake you or undermine you, man. Keep going.
Slakia. Slakia. But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Look at that. Jump out of 20, Baba Kasha.
Verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Now, how did he put forth his hands? Meaning he's destroyed us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You understand? We say we love the oppressor or this and that, and he put forth his hands by just putting his knee on your neck. You understand? He put forth his hand by doing all these hate crimes or this bills and this and that. The Asians got a hate crime bill made for them in the quickest way know how. We've been getting hated on for 400 plus years, and where is our bill at? You understand? Then, like it says, he has broken his covenant, man. What it was with the Native Indians, they signed, 170, over 300 and something treaties. They broke every last one of them, man. If you don't see who these devils are, which is the oppressor, man, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. 40 acres in a mule, where's that at? We can't even get a mule, let alone 40 acres. Like, good night, man. Read, jump over to Psalms 58 and 3, and we're going to get up out of here all the way.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Now we know, again, I wanted to go into this story, but time go by fast when you're having fun now. But it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. So you go into Genesis, the 25th chapter, and read the whole verse. Read the whole chapter. It talks about Jacob and Esau. You understand? Jacob and Esau, they were in the womb of Rebekah. You understand? And they were fighting in her womb, man. You understand? And they was fighting so much because, Esau's just a hater, man. You understand? And then when they get born, it tells you that one was a cunning hunter, and then one was, domesticated, plain, he dwelt in the tents, man. You understand? That's Jacob. That's, the progenitor of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. With that also being said, it talks about what happened, what befell, and how Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. And Esau even said, I despise my birthright. I don't give a damn about it. You understand? But then when he get ready to get the blessing, Jacob was getting ready to get the blessing. Here go Esau. Daddy, do you have any, blessings for me? Again, he's weeping with those eyes after he done did his wickedness and said, and it really, what it says, went after his own lust. You understand? So like I said, the wicked is estranged from the womb, man. So as soon as they come out of the womb, they're estranged. And when they say they're estranged, you think about is, Esau is I.S.U.P.K-Law in the Hebrew, meaning wasted away is he. Like he has no pigmentation or no, he's clear. You understand? His blood shows forth through his skin, man. You understand? Which is also when you see Edom is Adawam, meaning red. You understand? Which is we know that's talking about the oppressor because they call themselves rednecks. Go ahead, Adawam.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. Going astray from what thus said the Lord or what they're supposed to be doing or what their leader or their father tells them to do. And then they go speaking lies, man. The oppressor has spoken lies to us since the day he was born and going to continue doing it. And he's going to enjoy it unless we turn back to the Most High and follow him, man. That's my time. But again, if you don't realize that the oppressor, the white society is the devil the Bible speak of, I don't know what else to tell you, man. We're going to pass the class off the priest and officer of 1,000 officer Bunky out for the security announcements, man. Most sign Christ.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We got the Lord's 54th Passover, the 14th day of the first month. That's Saturday, April the 1st of 2023. According to the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verses 1 through 51. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 4 through 5. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verses 7 through 8. And the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 30, verse 17. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I.M.A.J.M, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the teacher. I.M.A.J.M Shabbat. I.M.A.J.M Barak. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Yahweh Shiva Shabrakatah.
Yada Matah, hands down. Sar, turn and face the sisters. I.M.A.J.M. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the sisters. I.M.A.J.M Shabbat. I.M.A.J.M Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yada Matah, hands down. Class dismissed.
What's our girl?
.500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses.